Welcome to Family Promise of Sussex County's Stabilizing Tenancy Eviction Prevention Program. Rent increases. A disclaimer, Family Promise of Sussex County does not provide legal services. This series delivers information about landlord and tenant law so that participants can better understand their rights and responsibilities. For specific questions, you should seek advice of legal counsel. When is a rent increase illegal? 1. When landlord did not provide proper notice. 2. If the increase is unconscionable. 3. If it's outside the increased limit if it were rent controlled. 4. If the landlord is using the increase to retaliate against you for using your legal rights or for reporting violations. What is proper notice? It must be given at the end of a lease term. It cannot be during an active lease period. If month-to-month, must be received 1 month prior to a planned increase. It must be in writing. It must state that the current lease is being ended or terminated. Even though these words are being used, you do not have to leave right away. Must also say that the terms of the new lease, including new rental amount, and provide the choice for you to accept these new terms. Once you accept the new lease, you must pay this amount or face removal by eviction. What is unconscionable? It must not be extremely harsh or so unreasonable as to be shocking. It is determined by the facts of each individual case. The burden of the proof is on the landlord that it is not unconscionable. Facts a judge will consider to determine if the increase is fair. The amount of the proposed increase and the fairness in the distribution. How the existing and proposed rents compare to rents charged at similar rental properties in the area. The relative bargaining position of the parties. Does the increase, quote, shock the conscience of a reasonable person? Tenants should not be made to pay for improvements the landlord had to make to bring the building into compliance with housing and health codes. Types of increases allowed under rent-controlled units. An annual increase allows landlords to automatically increase the rent by a certain percentage each year. You should ask for a copy of your city or town's rent control ordinance to ensure increase is within this limit. A hardship increase. Landlord must apply and show they are not making a fair return. Tenant will be given notice and the board will hold public hearings. Challenging a hardship increase. You should contact the control board and request a copy of the ordinance, a copy of the landlord's application, and information on when the hearing will be held. Use this information to convince the board that the landlord is not suffering a hardship under the terms of the ordinance. The request should never include costs to convert building to a co-op or condo. You may want to consult a lawyer. Retaliation. A landlord is never allowed to increase rent in order to, quote, get even with you because you asserted your legal rights as a tenant or reported housing or health code violations. We'll leave you with this quote about home. This ends our presentation on rent increases.